Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey. Yo, what's
It's a fun day.
It's a fun day, man.
It better be a fun day.
Shout out to the Kool Uncle, man. Y'all are tapped into the new. I can't even talk right now. You guys got me discombobulated.
Behind the scene bloopers going on over here.
Yeah, man, all that politics. We ain't talking no politics today. Trust me, believe me.
No more forever. No more forever. Me and Pro we gonna have a whole separate pod. Lou and Pro talks politics. We have a whole separate pod of just us arguing politics.
Two Democrats that don't they demo Republicans though.
No.
Yeah. What's up, man? Y'all tuning into the Kool Uncle Podcast. It's your boy D Nice. We got Lou, DJ Pro LBC in the building. Let me give him his correct name, Lou the writer. Because you know that he come with that pen.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, write that shit. Hey. Oh yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Lou. He gonna be on my next project, the Volume 2. Signed on Volume 2 coming soon.
I finally made it, man. I finally made it to the promised land.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You open that thing up. You feel me? You the intro. You coming in hot.
Hey, I finally made it to the promised land, man. I have arrived. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, yes,
you know
sir.
Over that Drew down, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what we talking about today, man? What we speaking on?
So much been going on, bro.
A lot.
I mean, I guess we got to start. We got to start with the Timbo and the AI. Bro.
Oh yeah, that Suno, man. That Suno AI.
I feel like that's the hottest topic in music right now. What y'all think? Yeah. You know, once we talk about that Timbo stuff, I want to talk to you guys about some royalty stuff that I kind of got some game for us. Well, you know, I've been studying it, and I want to see what the world thinks. But you know, the Timbaland stuff. Yeah, that's a challenge, man.
Yeah.
I mean, give us some backstory for the world to know, so when we dive into it, they understand.
Right. So basically, Suno is an AI program that helps you create music. So basically, like you could upload songs that you own 100% out. Mm-hmm. You could upload your stuff on there. It could change your voice. It could make you sound better. It could change the language, whatever. Like it could even recreate the beat. You could make a new beat. Like it just studies the algorithm of the song that you upload, and then you feel me? It makes it better or enhance. I ain't gonna say better, but it has enhancements to it.
Yeah.
So with Timbo, what he did was took other people. I ain't gonna say he took, but from what
he told him. He told him straight up.
Oh well, shit. He took their song, put it in Suno, and recreated it as it was his own. But like you took somebody else's idea, use AI to manipulate it, enhance it, whatever.
Yep.
Without giving them the proper due diligence. You feel me?
Yep.
And that's the problem because we all unsigned artists, unsigned producers, unsigned this, that, and third. Just imagine one of the big dogs that everyone in the game respect, take your shit, recreate it, and say it's his.
Right. Yeah, I think it was a big problem on the approach. I don't have a problem with the technology. You guys know me. I'm big on technology. It was the approach for me that bothered me.
Right.
The fact that, you know, I do know one situation. It was a female artist. You know, she was a vocalist, and you know, he had gassed her up, and it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be the next big thing. You're not gonna be working in a coffee shop no more, wherever she was doing. Blah blah blah. You know, she sent over a song to him. He took the song and loaded up and made it do all sorts of other stuff with the AI program.
Right.
And then it kind of just from the artist perspective, she was like, okay, like so. How does that help me?
Right.
Like, where do we go from here? You know? And Tim was just so hyped up about what he had created with AI and almost forgot the basis of where it came from.
Right.
And even the idea of basic fundamental principles of, hey, do you mind if I do this? Let me get permission from people. Let's talk about what this looks like if we do this, that, and the other.
Just basic etiquette.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they just forgot about that. You know, so for me, the technology is great. I love it. I mean, one of my boys, Daytona 500, is cooking up some crazy AI stuff, and it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
but he ain't stealing from nobody.
He ain't stealing from nobody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that bothers me. So when I see that didn't make me feel right.
And then that's the second case. The
Yeah,
first
that's what I
case
was gonna
that
say,
came
yeah,
out
it was a
with
producer.
a producer.
Yeah.
Like he remade a beat, but in the beat, like the producer tag didn't come out of Suno. So in Suno, you can hear the producer tag on the recreated shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me guess. He put it out and said it was his.
Well, he went on.
Well, he ain't actually putting
Yeah,
none
he
of
ain't
this
putting
music
it- yeah,
out.
it's
all
live
through
stream.
social media and
Yeah.
shit.
Man, at this point, is he making money off it? If Timbo's
He
live streaming,
promoting it.
please believe he making
Yeah,
money.
he's an ambassador
It's
of the
content, right?
brand for sure. Yeah,
It's content.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if he's using other people's stuff to make content and he's not breaking people off, that's a problem. I would have a problem
Yeah.
with that.
Good point.
Imagine if
Same.
he took some stuff from the Kool Uncle Podcast and was running in the background and his bag started going up.
Oh yeah, we dropping the Kool Uncle
Come on.
Timbo mixtape next month.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, people are forgetting about these simple principles of respect, etiquette, and just, hey, let's sit down and talk about this.
And that's the thing. We ain't blaming Suno because, of course, Suno got in there somewhere in there where you have to own the music to even upload it first. So, you know,
Absolutely.
they got their asses covered.
No, for real. Yeah, the AI stuff is wonderful. It could be dangerous if people don't take the right approach with it. But for the most part, I'm all in.
Hey man, I seen them. Hey, just talk about AI. I seen someone ask ChatGPT how would it take over the world.
I've been seeing a few of those videos.
That
yeah.
shit is crazy, bro. If you hear the
I don't
explanation,
even want to know.
Bro.
You make me want to go do it right now.
bro, you gonna do it. You gonna be like, ChatGPT took over the world already because it's doing everything it says.
Oh yeah, because we're you got to think, bro. We're already extremely dependent on technology already.
Facts, yeah.
The average, I know I can't. The average human being can't navigate across America without a GPS, without a phone in their hand, right?
How did they used to do it back in the 90s?
A Thomas guy.
Thomas guy. Bro.
I remember that from being when we was little. Thomas guy
Man,
was the
I remember,
thing.
Thomas guy.
But I'm
And
saying-
It's so convenient now that, like, bro,
Exactly.
I don't have time for no Thomas
You
guy.
could give me a map with Thomas guy, bro, and I could still go execute.
I could
That's
too.
how you know
but
pro older than us. That's how you know pro.
I know if I've been there once, I know how to get there again for sure.
I mean, it is what it is. You know.
No, it's a skill you need as a human being, though.
Yeah,
You know, I think it's no different than when you and your surroundings, right? You get somewhere. If you get dropped off in the middle of the middle of nowhere, the first thing you do is check your surroundings. You
Oh,
want to know
fact,
where you
yeah.
at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you start,
You gotta look at the
man, like
sun.
simple stuff we learned in camp. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying
Where the North
even a
Star at?
compass,
Like,
I'm saying we just as a society, I feel like it's probably a good 80%. I mean, I'm guessing, but it got to be 70 to 80% of people don't know how to move around without a GPS.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
you're right. I think a lot of these fundamental things are not being taught in schools anymore.
Exactly.
They don't even teach
a
cursive
compass.
writing, bro.
Yeah, for real. Like cursive writing is not a thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
Typing is not really a thing anymore.
Nope.
There's
Thinking
a
for
lot of-
yourself
Yeah,
is
critical
almost
thinking
gone, bro.
Yeah, there's a
ChatGPT is your brain now.
No, but I disagree, D, because you cannot write a prompt if you don't have the right skills. You have to. Be
You can
critical
write a
thinker,
prompt.
but you got.
You don't need those extra skills because all you got to keep asking it, make it better. Tell me why. Why?
Right. You can
But
figure out how to get good at it.
But you know how to get to that next level. You got to have some really, really good critical thinking skills. Those prompts are only going to be as good as the person behind it.
Well, that's the thing. It
But
asks you. It'll give you what you ask for, and then
It
it say,
do ask
do
you.
you want me to? It always asks you, do you want to go to the next step to learn to get to the brass tacks of what you're trying to do?
That's true, but still, there's an acceleration process, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I have better critical thinking skills than you, I'm gonna get a whole lot further and faster than you. So
Way
But who to
faster.
say that ChatGPT not learning? If a person has a simple ass question,
Yeah.
it won't give them the full prompt.
but you
Yeah.
still got to be.
This
able to
is what you're really asking
You still
for.
gotta
You don't
be-
even know what you're thinking about. This is what you're
Yeah.
thinking about.
Well, y'all know. Listen, y'all know me. You know what we getting to, right? The next step is
Yeah, you gonna say-
transhumanism, man. Come on, man. Where we fuse with that's the next
told you-
evolution.
Told you, sign me up, man.
Sign me up. Plug me
He said,
in.
"Give me the chip.
Charge me up.
Give me.
all
He
of
said,
it.
Elon, the homie pro want that chip, man. He gonna sign
That
up for that
Neuralink,
chip. Yeah.
That
He gonna like
Neuralink
the
is
Matrix.
happening. They ain't give us an update in a minute. I want to know how that's going.
Them motherfuckers gone. That's why I ain't said nothing about them motherfuckers. No, let me not say that. I don't put that on nobody.
So no, actually, they said that it was.
They're already
it
walking
was
with us.
Working.
It wasn't working?
It was.
Oh, it
they
was
said,
working.
they did a transplant on somebody, and
They did like 3 people.
Yeah, and they so I don't know if the people are still here. Or, I mean, they didn't say they passed away, but I don't know. But anyway,
we need updates. Yeah.
This is what I want to. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about royalties. So there's a trend I've been noticing, and I spoke to D about this a couple of times. I'll bring you into the loop on this here, Lou.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, we get paid from our music in different ways. We get paid off of the master royalties, mechanical royalties, performance royalties, and I believe that's it, right? It might be a few other different things that I might be missing, but for the most part, those are the 3 main items, right? So what I noticed was that on our Spotify, Apple streams, when we get paid out, it's pretty consistent. As long as the streams are going, everything stays pretty consistent. But there's every quarter we get paid out our mechanicals and our performance royalties. When those mechanicals hit, we get a whole separate check. That's 2 separate checks that we get, right?
Yeah, publishing.
One from BMI or ASCAP, and the other from the MLC, right? We get those checks and those 2 separate checks. Boom, that comes in the quarterly check. But then that very next month, what I've been noticing is there's been a huge drop-off in the master royalties. The master royalties will drop down from, let's hypothetically say, 0.003 cent per stream down to 0.0026 per stream. And then the next month, it goes right back up.
My boy watching those analytics.
Right.
Hey,
watching that bread. That's why. Yeah, he watching that money, watching that bank account.
Everything, for the most part, just stays flatline on your, so they're taking money here, but, adding here and giving the illusion that you're making more money, but in reality, you're not making more money. And this is something that I've been watching with my statements. So I went and started doing some research and come to find out there's a lot of independent record labels who are saying the same thing. And the thing about it is, it's not illegal. So I thought maybe it's the distribution companies that are taking the money. Well, it wasn't. It's Spotify. It's Apple.
Oh yeah. And
it's not.
And the record labels that own stakes in them companies.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting these checks, but the checks are not really the check is just an idea more than it is reality. Because I'm gonna give you $1,000 extra, but then
next month I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna take it.
So they keep you. They get to throttle how much money you make.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we? What kind of ceiling is that?
Hey, man, that's a glass ceiling.
Oh,
Hey, man,
shit.
that's what when we were talking about glass ceiling. That's exactly what the shit I was talking about. Like,
Oh, you talking about the last
other
conversation we
pod,
had? Yeah.
it's the glass ceiling, bro. It's there, but let us see it. At least show us that it's there. Like, y'all trying to pull shit over our eyes, make us believe that other shit's going on when it's not us. It's really.
You want to know how I stumbled on this? I mean, not just because
You was checking
I
that
was
back.
yeah, for sure that was a big change. But I think really what it came down to is that there's a difference between DistroKid and TuneCore.
Right.
So in DistroKid, when you look at your analytics, they don't give you the breakdown of the actual payout rate. Versus
Right.
you go on TuneCore, you get a breakdown of the actual breakdown rate, so you can see what each stream actually paid you out.
Right.
So once I did that, I was like, oh shit. They've dropped the rate for this month. It's not paying 0.004.
Right.
It's paying 0.003 or 0.0026. Like, what's going on here? And the only way I was able to see that was with the TuneCore analytics. I wasn't able to see that with the DistroKid.
So let me ask you this, bro. When artists tell you they don't want to put their shit up for streaming, then why the fight? Why the pushback? When artists will say, I'd rather just go to Bandcamp, I'd rather slang, I'd rather sell CDs, I'd rather sell vinyl, sell merch, Bandcamp, focus on shows, fuck streaming.
New fans.
Why
Exposure.
Because I'm gonna tell you that's
but if that's cool,
I'ma
but
tell you to do
they
it all.
stealing, right?
I'm gonna say do it all. It's the biggest music platform in the world.
Right.
Like, how you not gonna compete? How you not gonna participate? And you do it all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I say.
you
Treat it
would-
like SoundCloud. Remember SoundCloud? Treat
Right.
it like that. It's just a
But
promo tool.
SoundCloud still go. Like, a lot of people be shy of SoundCloud, but bro, SoundCloud pays me royalties every month by
Yeah.
having my shit on there with a pro account. As long as you pay the $8 a month or whatever they
That's
charge
how much
right
their pro
now,
account
yeah.
costs? Okay.
And as long as you keep uploading your shit, those streams they pay.
How much SoundCloud pay?
Yeah, that's
More than Spotify?
It's less.
Oh,
It's less.
Mm.
But like I say, it's another stream of income for me.
Yeah, make sure you send them a letter too, D, because there might be some royalties you might be missing out on.
No, I'm still registered.
okay,
Trust me. I stay. Hey,
Man, still got a pub deal, man. Come on, man.
I just told them I sent the 100 songs into my admin company.
It doesn't mean the letter wasn't sent in. See, that's the difference. Like, there's certain little key transactions that have to happen to trigger to get
Letter of
that
direction?
money. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta send a letter of direction. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
You
Never
know what
heard
I'm
that
on?
one?
The LOD.
you said-
Yeah,
you
I'm
said
already
that.
knowing.
So that's when I
Probably
said-
think he be talking to some rookies that don't know nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's up, man? We ain't young. We ain't the YNs.
It ain't for y'all. It's for them.
Okay.
Come
You
on,
said
man.
D. You said y'all.
But I'm just making sure my boy
Oh, yeah,
is
you
good,
already
what I'm
know,
saying?
man.
You know what I mean?
That's what we preach over here, brother.
I know them folks over there don't be doing what they supposed to do all the time. You feel me?
Hey, no, I
just
ain't
wanna
gonna
make sure they
lie.
doing what they supposed
I
to do.
procrastinated. I just said
This
my
the thing,
admin
most of
company.
even when you know it, a lot of people, even if you know, it's good to know, but when you see the nuances and just how tedious it all is, man,
Oh,
you
yeah.
still don't want to do it.
Fact.
That's why you need somebody like Pro to come
But
in.
that's
man.
why, because I had 100. I had
Hey,
my,
come on, man.
bro.
I'm
I
a
literally
registrar.
sent my admin company 100 songs that I have not registered,
Yeah,
just because I didn't want to register them because it's so tedious.
yeah.
But nigga, I sent them that. I had to go through it. I got them the list. Y'all go register because y'all already collected from me. Hey,
Right.
go do
D
some
hit
work.
me up. D hit me up. He told me, he's like, man, I got my stuff done, bro. He said, I know you're gonna be mad at me, but I got it done.
Sent that shit straight to them people, huh?
I never registered the music I release through my distro. The
Right.
only time I register music is when I give a beat to an artist and they release it. So that's why I had.
So you
many
had your
songs.
whole catalog wasn't even
Yeah,
registered.
not at all.
Yeah, man, we need not a little bit, not some. We need it all.
We need it all. Brand new socks and drawers.
For real. What I would tell you guys is, for those who, are paying attention to their bag, when it comes to their music, actually start paying attention to that.
Right.
Is it something we can do right now about it? Probably not, just to be straight up with everybody. But it's one of those FYIs, right?
Yeah. Only other option you got is like Lou said, direct to consumer.
I'm
That's the only way.
listen, that's
Yeah,
how
for real.
I was on that wave, bro. Listen, I was on that wave during COVID when the whole NFT shit was cracking.
Right.
You couldn't tell. I mean, I was wrong, but you couldn't convince me NFT wasn't the next shit gonna be. Remember, even Snoop, he was talking about
Everybody had
Death Row was
NFT.
gonna be an NFT label. Remember that?
Yeah.
Everybody was on that because it was just everybody was trying to figure out a way
To manipulate it.
Well, to cut out the streaming
Right,
sites. And so, but it's like shit, just go back old school. I'm gonna put my shit on Bandcamp. That's the only place you can get it.
I'm a
I'm a register. Yeah, I might use Spotify. You might get some of my catalog on Spotify.
Right.
But if I put out an album, that's gonna be exclusive on CD and vinyl. And they even got y'all know that they got that company now where they do the print to order your CDs and your vinyl. You ain't even.
Yep.
They got that shit where you just post the link and people go order. It's all hands off. I ain't gotta go pick up no CDs, no vinyl. They take
Fire.
care of everything.
Hey, but Lou,
So-
but let me ask you this though: what's the reality though, right? Like
The
When
reality
we're
is
talking
that's the new out the trunk.
no. Like the majority of the people that's really listening to CDs are vinyl today. You know what I mean? Like I get the idea and I'm all for it, right? I think that's just an additional component or additional piece of merch that's in your deal. But am I really gonna go out and establish my whole platform off of selling CDs? No.
Let me ask you this: if I go sell, this the thing though,
You're gonna make more money.
Well, if I go sell one vinyl
You're gonna make
for
more
$40,
money.
$50,
Right.
or one CD for $25, so let's say I make $65 off them two sales, right?
Right.
How long would it take me? How many streams do I need to make $65?
I could do the math, but
Yeah.
I don't need to do it. It's just simple.
Yeah, it's make more money.
$65 divided by 0.003. That'll tell you how many streams you need.
Right,
But,
so-
that's not where I'm going with it. Where I'm going with it is, you might make some money right there, but guess what? I got the power of AI and the power of algorithms, and at some point in time, that domino effect is going to spread even further than what you'll be able to do just selling those CDs and vinyls.
I mean, theoretically, but this the thing, and this is another thing too. Us as artists and even the fans, right? This is actually a great conversation. You know how you always I always be bringing this up, but you know, you tell me like, nigga, you gotta pick a side. You know what I'm saying? You like, you gotta pick a side. With this shit, with the as far as music in the creative arts, creators and consumers are going to pick a side. This is where we're going. You're either gonna want to support the authentic or you're gonna want to feed the beast. This is where we're going. This is real Terminator. Right. We're in the Terminator movement.
Why can't we do both?
I mean, you can, but the reality is the more you feed the beast, the more you contribute to your own demise.
I think that's a big contradiction, because you feed the beast is take away from your art. Like, and that's what most people devalue. That's why music is so devalued, because everyone has to feed the beast in this point in time that people don't even look at music as art.
What about Curtis King?
Okay,
you don't have to feed the beast. What about Curtis King? He don't. He's straight. It's a lot
but
of
he's
direct.
Not Lil Baby.
But that's the thing. Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you want to? But that's the thing. Do you like? Does everybody have to let Lil Baby be Lil Baby? If that's what they want to do, let them do that. But everybody don't want to do that. But what
I'm saying, by being Lil Baby, it's not about the shows and the glitz and glamour. It's about being able to do this shit and get paid for your art. Like, at the rate that he get paid, not the rate that we get paid.
Yeah, but he only get that because he got a whole bunch of people investing a lot of money in him. That's why he gets that. But it ain't nobody that's on Lil Baby level that ain't got a whole squad and a bunch of millions behind them.
But look, guys,
you don't get that to that level on your own.
Everything is levels, and it's progressions. It's no different than any work career you do. Music career, whatever the case may be, you start off, you sacrifice early at the very beginning. There's a lot of things you do to try to gain growth. And then at some point in time, you'll get to a point where you're like, all right, now it's time for me to get mine. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than an NBA contract. Like, as a rookie, I'm getting the rookie minimum, but then if I go out and show out and do what I'm supposed to do, I'm cashing in at some point in time. We're in the same situation. You know what I mean? Like, look, we're going to grind it as much as we can, and then when that time comes for us to be able to cash in the bag, we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's days that come up where I'll be like, I kind of want to go cash in. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could do it, but it's like, nah, I'm going to keep holding on, right?
Right.
Because I believe in my system. I believe in my process.
But see, even what you saying, like, at some point, as being the artist that don't feed the beast, life happens. Life.
Absolutely. You
need a house. You got kids. You got responsibilities. It's like, now I can't just keep being this guy. I have to become someone closer to this because I have this to take care of. And these are my dreams and goals and things I aspire to do in my life.
I mean, you don't have to. You just are choosing to take what you perceive to be the easier road. Nothing in life is guaranteed.
It's harder to be that than just being you.
Are you just saying that to be argumentative?
No, I'm not.
Are you saying that because you really believe that shit?
No, hold on. Wait. Let me make very clear what we're talking about. I'm talking about, we were just talking about feeding the beast versus not feeding the beast. Right. And so I'm saying that it's easier, to just upload your shit to Spotify and do it. It's way hard. It's way easier to do that than to go hit these open mics, go pass out your DigiCards, sell your shit direct to consumer, focus on your merch. That's the out the trunk grind. That's the hard road. No, the easy road to try to get your shit promoted is to just upload it on DistroKid, boom.
So not true.
And cross your fingers.
So not true.
That's the lazy way.
So not. Neither way is lazy. Both ways are hard, and that's the thing about it. You can't ask the average artist, the average creator, do they understand the process of uploading the song and going through the process of actually doing online marketing and promotion, doing all of the setups, the analytics, running the ads, doing all
but you can do all that from right here. You don't have to leave that chair to do none of that. You don't have to get off your ass to do none of that.
But I agree with you, Lou.
You ain't burning no calories, nigga.
I agree.
These in your brain.
And this, Lou, is the fundamental difference of what I'm arguing with you in saying that you cannot say that one is harder or not harder than the other because they are both hard.
And which one was better to you, streaming or out the trunk?
I don't think I have a. I don't think I have.
Which one you made more money with?
Of course, I made more money out the trunk.
Okay,
but that doesn't.
But that's a different time, though.
So putting in that work, don't cut me off. So putting in that work
or not.
So putting in that work is always going to benefit you more.
But you put it like this.
But
You selling what you were selling out the trunk? CDs, right?
CDs.
Yeah.
You can't sell CDs today. You can't sell nothing
Lou, that's
physical
okay,
music.
CDs and vinyl.
Bro,
Yes, you can.
Every car that's been produced ever since 2020 does not have a CD player in
Bro,
them.
you'll be surprised how many people. A lot of the people that buy CDs, they might still stream your shit when they listen, but people understand what the CD represents, and this is why I got to feeding the beast versus keeping it authentic. People is choosing up. People who buy CDs and vinyl, they not necessarily listening to the CDs and vinyl, but they want to support you in a more meaningful way.
So you got to
they're choosing up. They're
you got to
choosing
become
up.
a superstar in order to live a certain lifestyle by doing that. They gotta hear the music.
And that comes to you as an individual. Do you want to see? That's what I think.
Because you cannot sell 1 million records doing it the way
right.
you
Let
say
me make
doing
my
it.
point though. But you don't need
And
to
a
sell
million records is
You
what-
don't need to sell 1 million records. You don't need to sell 1 million records to be able to take care of yourself. You ain't making no points, bro.
Yourself,
Listen,
but
you don't
what
need
about
to,
your family?
You don't need to sell 1 million records, bro, to sustain a certain lifestyle. It's so many levels you can hit before you even get there that will take care of your family and pay all your bills. Like, I don't know why we acting like there's independent artists who you never heard of who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, bro, off music.
But they're making
They're
that
not
money.
Lil Baby.
They're not
and that's
making it
okay.
from just recording and putting it out. They're making it from going on the road for 6, 7, 8 months.
They doing all
You
that.
can't have a family and do that, bro.
So you
It's
got
a different lifestyle.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you want a streaming good or is it not? You can't have it both ways. Don't complain about it if you want to advocate
I'm
for it.
so confused on the point that you're arguing.
Don't complain about it. If you
What are you?
bro, this ain't never changed.
Who
We feed the
complained
beast.
about it?
Do we want to feed the beast or do we not want to feed the beast?
You
Period.
gotta do it all.
Period. Oh, that's cool, but don't complain about it and act like it's they stealing and all.
But
Nigga,
see-
who's complaining?
but see-
Using it then.
but see-
you
who's
just
com-
got through
but
complaining.
That wasn't a complaint.
But
That was me telling you what's going on.
But
Bro.
you're not understanding is we not arguing that what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're not arguing with you. What we saying is for them out there, if they wanted to be a certain way
Dog.
to take care of their family, we were just talking about houses in California, in Los Angeles, bro.
700 for the hood.
Can you afford a house by being an independent artist?
700 for the hood. It depends. It depends. It all depends, bro. Because how many people is trying to go your route and failing miserably? See, what you're talking about is making it to the league.
How many people go your route and
Listen,
fail? They
listen.
fell on both ends.
Listen, bro.
though,
What you're talking about
It's
is
a
going to the
burnout.
league, right? Because the levels we talking about that's the NBA, the NFL.
Nah.
Yes, a little baby is
'Cause
in the league.
'cause
He's
you-
in the league.
Yeah, little baby, but
How many people reach the league? Maybe 1% of artists will ever reach that level. There's so much money to be made without being at that level. I don't understand why we don't promote that more, because it's more lucrative,
But-
and it's all based on your grind. You
but
don't
it's
have
not
to depend
selling
on
music.
nobody.
It's not selling music to get there. You can't just sell music to get to
Yeah, you
any
sell
level.
a product. Yeah.
But we were talking about music.
You sell a
We're
product.
talking about the stream. That's what we talking about.
We talking about, bro. My conversation ain't never changed. We talking about feeding the beast versus doing it yourself.
But we said
I ain't
music,
never
so we
faltered.
talking about
My
music.
conversation ain't never faltered.
So what would you recommend?
I would tell
what
an
you
independent
recommend the
artist
world to do, Lou.
I would tell an independent artist, if you're gonna use Spotify and all that, use it like a SoundCloud or YouTube. Use it as a promotional tool, but don't give your whole catalog over to the beast. Save it. Save the real shit, the shit you believe in the most, that you feel like is gonna have an impact on people's lives the most, and feed it to your fans directly. Build up your email blast list. Build up a text blast list like Ryan Leslie. Go direct to consumer with as much as your catalog as you can, and only feed the beast when you absolutely have to. That's what I'm saying. Don't just sell yourself out to the beast. Because if you do, you going to deal with what you got to talking about, which was, oh, yeah, we'll give you $1,000 this month, but next month we're going to give you $20, nigga. And they control your profit. They control your bottom line more than you control your bottom line.
I think what I would tell you, Lou, is I would tell the fans out there and the people in the world that are in music, I would tell you to do it all. So Lou and I are going to have a fundamental disagreement on this, and we can agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to put all my music on all the digital platforms because I can work it just like I used to work the streets, and I can still work the streets. That's the thing about it. Like the streets ain't went nowhere. I can still get out in the streets. The only difference is I'm not gonna go out into the field and actually sell a physical CD to people, because the reality is, logically, motherfuckers ain't driving cars with CDs like that on the masses. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
Is it still some people? Yeah, I get it. But most people are working from their phones. And even if I went out and try to push USBs or micro cards, or that's not what the world is. The world is right now, everything's on the phone, bro. So I'm gonna push what's available, what the technology is, what the cutting edge is, and that's what it is. And if I could slip in a couple other like merch things, like CDs, vinyl, T-shirts, posters, all the traditional things, I'm gonna do it.
But you do understand that you're putting your results in somebody else's hands, because you just went on a whole thing breaking down of how that works. So you are essentially what you're saying. I mean, you saying doing it all, but you saying focus on the part that's going to take the control out of your hand and going to take your ability to come up with your own bottom line out your hand. When you go to the streets, when you go directly to the people, it's all on you. Nobody can control how much money you can make. They don't collect them royalties when you selling your merch, when you passing out your DigiCards, your QR code to your Bandcamp, right? Nobody controls that but you.
But also,
and I'm not disagreeing with you. I actually think you should do both.
I don't think I disagree with.
I
don't think I disagree with you.
There is kind of control, because if all the sheep is going over here, they'll get their food. They're not coming over here because your food don't taste nothing like their food.
Yeah, come on.
So they do have somewhat control because they control the masses. People follow in herds.
No, that's my hope. Yeah, no, we're not disagreeing on that. We talking about profit, right? Profit and loss.
You saying control, like they
control
Spotify.
No. You control how much money you make.
Look, man, you know how I look at this streaming stuff. I'm gonna tell you, when y'all was kids, did y'all play Hungry Hippo?
Yep.
Y'all did?
Yep. Yeah.
So y'all remember Hungry, you push the button, you go like that, right? And the hippo come out and they grab everything, right? Yep. So I look at all those marbles or whatever we collect. Those are all people, right?
Right.
Now some people get caught up in, well, I just want to look at the marbles over here because the marbles over here is the city that I'm in. Right. But the marbles over here is the country that I'm in. Man, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm looking at the marbles on the whole floor because at the end of the day,
anything come my way, I need.
Give it all to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I know how the technology works.
Right.
And the more marbles I got, the more shares I got, the more that algorithm is going to work in my favor and keep sharing. And eventually it's going to come back to sharing to all of those individual markets.
We got to hit your boy Curtis up, man. We got to get him on the pod, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, I was on that wave during COVID as far as like fuck the streaming sites. And it's and this is the thing, this is where I don't think people understand and artists don't understand their power, is the more artists that, at the end of the day, the people going to go where the music is at.
Absolutely.
Right. You know, it just happens to be Spotify is extremely the most convenient. It's the most convenient right now, and they got the biggest market share right now. Right. But if enough artists get on that wave, just like how they say, oh, black people should start their own basketball league, and Ice Cube got Big 3 now. We've been saying that for the last 50 years, right? Brothers need to start their own league. The more artists that turn their back on that beast, they're either gonna have to come to the table and negotiate, or the people is just gonna go wherever the artist is putting their music out.
I think it's the other way around. The more consumers that turn it back, the artists don't have a choice. The artists have to go where the
the artists got a choice. They just got to take a stand.
They got to go where the sheep are. The consumers.
You got to go to the marbles.
Listen to what you're saying. You saying for the shepherd to follow the sheep? That's not how that worked, brother. You just said go where the sheep go.
The sheep lifts you and puts you there.
Listen, man. Man.
Can I shift gears real quick here, guys?
Yeah.
And this is something you're gonna love too, Lou.
I love it all, man. I love it all.
You know what? We gotta work on it. We're gonna do our own little podcast segment, Lou.
Yeah. We're gonna have a whole podcast that we just argue for hours.
I'm gonna be in a referee uniform.
So, Spotify. There's talk going around and chatter going around on the internet right now. There's been no facts, nothing, but something did happen. Whether it was a glitch or what happened, monthly listeners being removed.
I know you seen that video I posted on IG when I was talking about that. I
see that in a lot of other videos, and I bite my tongue a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But I do. But what do you guys think about the idea of monthly listeners being removed?
I think it's great. I think it's great.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's great. I think if you, because now at least we get a more fair shot, right? Now nobody can be swayed by anything other than the music that they hear. You don't get to look and see, oh, this artist is popping. They got this many monthly listeners and this many. I think because really, what purpose do the numbers serve? Save the numbers for behind the scene. I'm not saying we need analytics to do business. Yeah. Save the numbers for business people, artists, people that want to handle people who do business based on the numbers. But the fans they don't benefit at all from seeing the numbers. Except for they get manipulated by thinking this is whatever by the monkey see, monkey do effect.
But isn't the world, like in the world of social media, isn't it about clout?
And that's what everybody understands is bullshit now. It's fake. It don't mean nothing.
But
they do everything for clout.
But as much
they do anything for clout. What that's how that song go?
As much as we know, as much as we know that it's bullshit. People still use that as like the meter, the level of success and knowledge, and getting things. But how do you that's probably not the right way to ask it. What's going to make you go listen to an actual artist?
They grind, their actual music, their personality, right? Mm-hmm. Their content. When you see them, do they resonate with you on the
presentation?
Screen? Yeah, all that.
So I'm glad both of you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So before anybody understands who you are, or before they get to the numbers, they first have to discover you some way, somehow, right?
Yeah.
They're not discovering you because of your analytics. They're
not
discovering you because of what they saw or what you put out to them. So what difference does it make? If
makes a big difference because you can see somebody on IG. I see you on IG. I'm like, maybe you talking about whatever. You don't really post videos like that, but love you just talking. But let's say you did. Mm-hmm. I just saw you talking about some random shit. I'm like, oh man, that seemed like a cool dude. He said, go click the link in my bio. I go click the link and I go when you got 2 monthly listeners. There are lots of people who are just going to go right back to Instagram.
Fact. Okay.
Rather than actually giving you a shot.
Then let me give you the reverse of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that I don't. Let's say that there's a performance video that's posted.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a Boss Talk Live is posted, right? Just artists rapping, do whatever they do, right? And they go click on the link and they go directly to the page because you know me, I'm the king of
right.
Click the link, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I heard that's bad too now.
What?
For what?
I mean, how you do it? I got a shortcut.
Yeah, give me some game.
So when you
before you get that, hold on, let me finish my point.
yeah.
So you click that link, it takes them straight to the song. They're not going to the homepage to see the analytics. And here's the thing: when they clicked on that link, they heard enough of that ad or that song to say, "I like that enough to go listen to that song." Nothing to do with the analytics. Now, I think if they dig even deeper and they do see the analytics, there's going to be 1 or 2 reactions. One will be like, "Dang, bro, don't even got no numbers. I'ma fuck with them."
Let me ask you this:
bro, don't got numbers. I ain't fucking with.
Let me ask you this though: how does a consumer benefit from seeing numbers? How does the consumer benefit?
I don't have an answer for you on that. I don't. Look, I'm not, and I haven't told you my stance on it. One way or the other. I question a lot of what goes on when it comes to looking at analytics. Like to be honest with you, I would love for them to take numbers away on social media. Like.
They was talking about that a while ago.
Move that off of social media because at the end of the day, I'm actually follow who I want to. Because so many times I hit the follow button on a person because of how many viewers they got, subscribers they got. Don't mean they got good content. I just do it because I just figure that
want to stay in the loop.
I want to stay in the loop.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, certain pages I come across, if I be like, oh, this a music page and they don't got that many followers. I go to the likes, I go to the comments, like, oh yeah, I ain't following them.
Yeah, but if they remove that, I would be happy with that because now I can focus on actually good quality content.
Yeah, and I think
for the music.
I think people use my numbers against me.
Really?
Every day, yeah. They don't give me the credit that I deserve out here, bro. Like, I helped shift this sound to what it is today, bro. Like, they don't give me credit just because I ain't verified. I ain't got.
Don't worry, I give you credit, D. Don't you worry.
I know. People do give me credit.
The ones who know,
the ones who know, they know. You feel me? But Y'all need to know because I'm kind of like that nigga out here. I was running
really
shit for
like
a minute.
But I think ultimately I think the focus is, so many times we do it right. The focus is on the wrong thing. The focus shouldn't be on the numbers. The focus should be on what can I do to get someone to transition off of one platform or one situation to listen to the music. Screw the numbers. The numbers don't got anything to do with it. You know what I mean? Because if I walk up to you right now on the streets, I didn't know you, I walk up to you on the streets, I need to get you to my platform some way, somehow. I'll give you a QR code, right? And if I give you a QR code, you'll scan it, and that QR code will take you directly to whatever song, profile, playlist, whatever I want you to hear. You're not thinking about numbers. You're just thinking about the interaction that the two of us had. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what I would push artists to focus on. Don't get caught up in numbers because if you look at the numbers and your numbers aren't good, then your numbers might be good one month and the next month they're horrible. Just depending on what algorithm you got in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, does that mean that you were good that month and bad the next? No, it just meant that the algorithm was working in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I would tell people. Stay focused on the content and the process, all of the moving parts that need to happen to get somebody to make a calculated decision to say, I'm going to go back to this person's profile.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's always going to come back to the work, right? Like what determines your outcome is always going to come back to the work and the consistency. But just for the sake of the conversation, that's why I asked you that question. Like, how do consumers benefit? Because I'm of the opinion that people are missing out on a lot of good music because they're easily persuaded.
How though?
Easily.
How? Because at the end of the day,
because you can look
Apple,
on. Let me tell you how. Because you can look on any YouTube, Facebook, Instagram post and see fans arguing over who's the better artist based on sales.
I agree with that.
So
I agree.
When did that ever determine who was a great artist?
No, I agree, but let's just say that argument is not there, and
but it is.
Well, hold on. And it just comes down to
you from that generation. The youngsters don't even care.
Let's just say
they're about your numbers.
Yeah.
Well, they don't care. Yeah, because the game got turned into that by business people.
They don't know. But they don't know.
But
They're oblivious.
that's making my point.
Yeah.
They got manipulated.
But
a whole generation then got manipulated.
But at the end of the day, let's just say that none of that mattered. And Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all of it's a database, right? So databases, the way databases work, you have to direct people to a database, to a specific, a sector of that database. So if I'm not, it's going to come down to the person who can hustle the most to get a person directed back to those particular sectors. And if my hustle is not strong, it don't matter. But there's means of doing that. There's running ads. There's posting.
We having two different conversations though.
No, it's not because
I'm talking about what benefits the consumer. I'm talking about
from a consumer perspective. In order for me to be able to absorb something, someone has to tell me about it. If I don't know about your music, let's just say
that has nothing to do with numbers though.
Lou, if I'm okay, let's say you and I go to a music festival right now, right? And let's say both of us get on stage and we perform, right? The crowd at that point in time, they can pick and choose who they like. They might be like, well, I like Lou or I like Pro, right? And after that, we can both go. Now, if we both get on stage, here's the difference between what you may do and what I might do. You might get on stage and be like, hey, y'all, my name's Lou the Writer. Go check me out. Boom, 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 right? I get on stage and I'm going to be like, I'm DJ Pro LBC, but here's the difference about DJ Pro LBC. From the second I got on that stage, I got a big-ass QR code that's up on the screen, right? I don't even need to tell people. They just know, click on that QR code, right? The other thing is I got people in the crowd walking around passing out flyers. Not only that, I start throwing out merchandise that got my QR code on it. Who do you think is going to get the most attention at that point in time?
Yeah, but you're still having a different conversation. I ain't never changed topics. I'm talking about how do fans benefit from seeing numbers, from seeing monthly listeners on an artist profile. What you talking about, I agree, right? It always gonna come down to the work. It's always gonna come down to the work. Your outcome is always gonna come down to your work. What I'm saying is, how do fans benefit by seeing the numbers on an artist's profile. They don't. There is no benefit to the fan. It only benefits the businesses, the corporations, the record labels. It only benefits them because they know monkey see, monkey do. They know that they can manipulate that human aspect of, oh, there's a lot of people over there. Let me go over there. And so these youngsters, now they riding the whole wave just because everybody's on that wave. Not because the music made them feel something, because they see a bunch of motherfuckers over there, oh, this the shit. Da, da, da. They not listening. See, we like to act like we care about this shit. They cloned Tyrone, gave us the jewels, bro. In that scene in that movie, did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it.
Did you watch it?
I watched it.
It's a scene and they clone Tyrone, and on social media when that movie came out, everybody was like, that was deep. That was deep. Because niggas was in the club like zombies eating fried chicken, drinking alcohol, dancing to trap like bullshit music, right? We see that and be like, oh, that's some real shit. That was deep. But then when it comes to the real world and how this thing actually affects our psychology and us as human beings, we want to turn a blind eye and act like it don't matter. Nah, let's stop being zombies, bro, and let's encourage the younger generation to stop being zombies as well.
Yeah, Lou, but
listen with your ears and your heart and your mind and listen to the music.
But there's been programming before there was a monthly listener number in anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the programming.
That's cool, but we're talking about the right now.
Yeah, but I'm just going off.
It's always somebody with money trying to masses.
When I listen to you, I go with the flow of your conversation and what you got. And sometimes you'll say multiple points within the same conversation. So I'm just addressing what I could jump into and actually address.
Right.
And one of the things that you say is like monkey see, monkey do. I agree. People follow the sheeps. They follow the herds. They follow the crowds, especially with trends and things like that. They catch the vapors, and that's what it is. That's some old terminology for those that don't know.
The vapor.
Catch the vapor.
But the thing about it is this has always been programming from day one, from shit. Radio. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got a music programmer
who had the biggest bag is the person who won on radio. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm trying to get you to understand from my perspective, is that it ain't the focus of the bag is a little bit different now because we may not be able to get a bag big enough to get on the radio, but we can make a bag big enough to impact a zip code. Yeah. And make something happen to where those monthly listeners don't even matter because those people in that community see that it represents them and they down with it. They like, man, we don't care about the monthly listeners. We just care about this song represents me. It represents us. It represents my city. So when I say people need to not focus on the numbers, I'm saying focus on the music. Focus on making quality, good music, but understand all of the moving parts and all of the transactions that have to happen to get someone to make a logical decision to say, I'm going to click on this to listen to this person. Because it is a lot. When you really ask yourself how much work it really takes, how many steps, because that's what we're talking about. When I think about marketing and promotion, I'm thinking about steps. How many steps does a consumer have to take for me to get them back to what I want them to get back to, right? And a lot of times people don't think about that. But if you watch an Instagram story, how many steps does a consumer have to make
to get to the music?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that what I was going to point out to you.
I was transitioning.
Yeah, right. So now I'm trying to Google the actual.
Hey man, you giving the world my game on how.
Hey, it hit me. I can't even get this time around. But nah, so you add. I forgot what the hell it is. I'm looking at it right now.
It's a formula.
So when you go put the link in, you put something before the link. It was .m.n. So as soon as they click the link, it takes them to that app if they have that app on their phone instead of watching it. Because you know when you open something on Instagram, it opens the browser.
It cuts a step out.
Instagram don't want you to leave their platform.
Right.
So you can watch it within Instagram. But if you add that little step, it takes them off Instagram platform straight to the
without them having to say open app. It just take them directly there.
It opens the app.
You need to
I'm doing my research. I'm gonna get it.
Look, he got a little.
I think I sent it in the DM, so you better check.
And I'll tell you, it is one of the most frustrating things because the steps, there's a lot of, and it depends also too what type of phone you have a lot of times too. You know what I'm saying? And also what apps you have downloaded on your phone. All sorts of different factors go in. But what it'll do is Instagram, to D's point, they're trying to keep you on that platform.
For
And
sure.
one thing you know, by you stand on their platforms, you're not signed into those accounts when they open up. So those people are not going to follow you. Those people are not going to subscribe.
Can't, you notice you can't even, when you click open app, you have to sign. It don't even take you to the app that you already signed into. You have to actually sign in.
But that's why you
notice that. Yeah,
Take you to the web browser.
They do
But
it on
no,
purpose.
that's why you have to put in that little cheat code because it takes you
Yeah.
to the app. It opens the app on the phone.
And that's-
Without saying go to app, it just automatically does it when they click the
Oh,
link.
as soon as you hit it, it's gonna close
That's
the app
good. That's
and open
actually
up.
a huge hack.
And you know how much fall off you get? Percentage of
yeah.
fall off?
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many times a random song will pop up on my Instagram, and to the point, I don't care about people monthly listeners. I'll listen to the song, I'm like, oh, that song tight.
But let
And
me,
then I
I'm gonna
click
hit you with this.
and then it goes to my web browser, and it'd be
You like,
like,
ah.
I'll be like, man, fuck. I'll try to hit the open app. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
If I really like this song, I'll just go open I'll look at the name and I'll just go search their name
But
on
look, this
Spotify.
why he
If I
getting
really
that,
like the song.
This is why he get that .026 because he let motherfuckers open it up streaming from the Instagram browser instead of going to the app. So their pay rate is lower.
Oh, he can't. Oh, he brought it full circle, huh?
Oh, that's good to know.
He brought it
Yeah,
full
you see?
circle. Oh,
'Cause
okay.
that's what I learned. You
Oh,
really, hey,
okay.
your research. Hey, but I got
Yeah.
one thing before we get on here.
Yeah.
Do you think people should check in? But look, hold on.
He
Look,
gave us with the 180.
but not what y'all think about checking. I'm just
Okay.
saying, like you know, we all handle business. We all collaborate and work with all different kind of people. Niggas will see something get done and they won't check in. Like, bro, how's it going? Or what's
Oh,
up?
I
What's
see
the
what you're
process?
saying.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, most of these unsigned artists, they don't follow through. So they're not checking in to follow through to get the touchdowns.
Right.
And they keep fumbling the play or turning over the ball just because niggas not just checking in and see how shit going.
Right.
Fundamental networking one-on-one is what
He
you're
great.
talking
You
about.
great at that. This
Yeah.
guy's great at
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure.
You know, I literally have a list of all the people that I want to make sure that I'm touching with. And I tell people this, I'll share some with you guys. There's an exercise that I do once a quarter, and I do this exercise once a quarter, and I do it once a year. And the exercise is real simple. I just make a big circle. And on the circle, I just write my inner circle. I put all the people that I deal with, and these are people I deal with on a daily or weekly basis. They go in my inner circle, right? And then on the medium circle are all the people that I deal with like on a monthly basis,
Right.
You know, on a bi-monthly basis. And then on the outer circle are all the people that I'm trying to pull in, right? I'm trying to pull them in, whether it's in my middle outer circle or my inner circle.
Right.
Now, there's a second part that happens. During that process of my quarterly and yearly process, I start eliminating people. They get kicked from the inner circle to the outer circles.
Right.
And I'll do my best to try to keep as many people in my inner circle as possible.
Right.
But if
They're not working or they not
life and
they just start getting pushed out.
right.
Like you say, if they not trying to keep up with the process and checking in,
It's the cycle of networking for me. So when D says, should people check in? I say absolutely, because if we don't check in, especially in the culture of music, if you don't check in, you fall off. And if you fall off, it's hard to get back on.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with these algorithms and you're dealing with this technology and you're dealing with these with social media and how everything works. And it goes back to the whole clout conversation. You have to maintain the clout. You have to keep the system pushing. You have to keep feeding the beast.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that because, you know, you just decided to fall off because of whatever personal or I just checked out, I'm going to check out for 3 months.
Right.
Well, shit, in 3 months, it's so much that can change. It's so much that can change in 3 days.
Yeah. 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you checking out like that, and that means you're not checking in.
right?
And as far as I'm concerned, that's bad for business.
Yeah.
Facts.
But to answer your question, yeah, I think it's a great habit. Everybody don't do it. I'm not the best at it either. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things you got to be conscious of. But I think it's for sure to everyone's benefit as far as networking, and you gotta stay tapped in.
That's another
Stay
thing I
tapped
learned
in.
by everybody that I've been around that actually get ahead, progress, get forward, really make it.
Yeah,
They check in.
yeah,
They check in all the time.
Yeah.
Like my bro Dupree. Dupree was like, nigga, I will send an artist a beat a day for 6 months if I have to, and only get one record.
That's a grind,
But I see him do it, and I see him win. I'm like, damn. Man, I'm like, nigga, I ain't taking the
What they say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
But it's also strategy to that, right? It's not just calling people for no purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I call you guys with a purpose.
Right.
There's rare times where I just call you and be like, I don't want nothing. I'm just calling and say what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I usually call with a purpose.
Nah, I feel like, because probably a highly organized motherfucker, I feel like you got structured times at your day for calls. Like, all right, I'm gonna call Lou. I'm gonna call Lou real quick. Then I'm gonna hit D later on the day.
For sure.
Man, I get text. He's like, I'm on this call. I'll call you back like 10.
For sure.
I'll call you back 20. I got something going right now.
For sure. And you guys want to know what? I honestly know, like, I actually take notes on you guys' behaviors in terms of like and understanding your life, and I think that's a form of respect. Like I know, like Lou, from a certain time you're trading, right? So the first thing I always say, you trading right now?
Yeah, this nigga made me lose one day.
That's why you trading.
I check. You trading Lou? He be like, yeah, I'm trying. All right, I'll hit you later.
Right.
And then I know you're good. I know I can't communicate with you from that until maybe your lunchtime if it's super important. But then after that, it's after you get off work, right? D, I know you know what I'm saying? The best time to hit D is late night.
Okay, yeah. The night owl.
The daytime, he gonna always pick up the phone.
But it's gonna be babies crying.
I got shit going on. I got shit moving.
Ambiance going on in the background. You know what I'm saying? So I like to take notes on all of my people. And I think that's just strategy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's just common respect and strategy and understanding.
Smart. Very smart.
So that way I know when I do call somebody, my calls are effective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because so many times you could call somebody, like I hate the people that blast you on FaceTime, right? You blast through on FaceTime. You don't know what I'm doing, where I'm at.
That's out of bounds, man. That's like showing up to a nigga house
and then next thing you know,
that's like niggas with church. Hey, where you at? Like,
come on, right. So I it's those basic fundamentals that I try to keep in mind with people and to try to make things happen. That's why people I think have lost the art of scheduling. Hey, like let's schedule a time to actually talk to where we can focus in and lock in with each other, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, but let's schedule that time. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
That's so critical, especially in the world of being busy. You know what I'm saying? Because so many times we get distracted from the big picture because we're dealing with the day-to-day nonsense or the interruptions that come in. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many interruptions that we get on the time to time, and it's hard. Let's be honest. It is hard to put our phones on Do Not Disturb.
Oh yeah, I hate when a person got their phone on Do Not Disturb. Like, bro, you ain't that important, my boy. Come on, man.
Right. My phone goes on Do Not Disturb, man. When I go to sleep now, it's on Do Not Disturb. Like, but I have certain people programmed in to where it'll blast through that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My mom's is on that. You know what I'm saying? Like if my mom called me, it's going to go through. So sometimes I get frustrated with my mom because. Not because it's a bad thing, but because it's like, damn. Like, and that's the night out. That was the morning I really needed that sleep. Right. And I can't, you know what I mean? The phone ringing, I got to pick it up, right? But the thing is you got to be okay with checking out and saying, hey, no, I need this time for myself because I need to focus on getting this done. Mm-hmm. If I don't get this done, I don't get the bag. Facts. If I don't get the bag, I can't reinvest to get more. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's just checkout time that you have to have. But the power of planning is a missing art these days.
Right. Yeah. Most people, I'm horrible. Most people. I mean, that's what separates. I feel like people who's able to reach the next levels and people who don't. I know that's one of my weaknesses. Yeah, organization, discipline, consistency. That falls under that whole umbrella right there. It all's all under the same umbrella.
Yeah. No, man. I know when I'm off. I think I told you guys a couple. I said, man, I was just off. I think me and D had these conversations. You're like, man, I've been off for the last, blah blah blah, and it's just because life be lifing and stuff be coming up and you just be trying to move, shift and change, and sometimes projects get behind. We get the editing and we like, man, it didn't come out the way that I wanted. Right. Instead of just pushing the ChatGPT told us that a lot of times, like, you just got to put the shit out.
Yeah, fuck it, just go. But yeah, man, if you want your dreams, you better check in. You remember?
Come on, man.
Because ain't nobody checking for you, so check yourself. But until next time, the Kool Uncle's out, man. Thanks for y'all for tuning in. Peace.
Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle.